Hello, this is Bug News, and today we're going to talk about uh, Chris Bassett and cultural differences on the show. Um, Now, if you didn't see the last episode of Real Housewives of Potomac, let me check my notes here. Oh, Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 7, Episode 2. You probably didn't see it was towards the end of the episode, but right now it's Chris season. Let's call it Chris. Excuse me, let me be more specific because it was two Chris's at one point. So Chris Bassett season, and so first incident, Chris background, Chris chef, manager, restaurant. So he has a long history in restaurant industry, right? Restaurant, hospitality, quasi entertainment. So he works at the W. I think he's the director or something, or general manager of a club that's at the top of the W. So the W is in prime real estate area, prime real estate area because it's a view of the White House. Okay, and that gives it prime real estate. And so no building can be taller than certain buildings in the nation's capital of the United States. So, and the views at the top, it can kind of see over, but not all the way over because the Department of the Treasury is blocking it. But it can see over things. So, it gives a little thing. And the W Hotel, of course, that brand. If you don't, I think it's like a high-end hotel brand, and they have locations across the country, so all around the world. So, Chris is there. So he's trying to get people to come to the W, but he wouldn't have that problem. Had I want to say it. They ran people out of the W, in my opinion. They were coming there because they made the view more exclusive. You used to come in they got a bar at the bottom too, but they used to come in and then you go to the bar at the bottom and go to the top. But now you had to be a hotel guests to go to the bar at the top. So a lot of incidents in Hainsworth, I think a lot of stuff happened. So they basically ran a certain group of people out there that was coming in. They had money, but they didn't want them up there no more. You had to be hotel guests. That was the rule to get upstairs. So so now due to the pandemic, now they need somebody to bring the money back in. We got the space. We can't do none of that. So whatever deal they had. But anyway, so he sent a message to Ashley, who was at Park 14. So I think, so Park 14, if you're not familiar with Park 14 is one of the high-end clubs that's branded itself well. Mark Barnes has branded himself well along with his team. And Park 14 is where Ashley was. And Park 14, their drinks are high, but they make some good drinks, Let me testify to that, all right? They don't be cheesy on the drinks, but they high, but they don't be cheesy on them. So, you get your money's worth. So anyway, so Ashley was over there. So she was she wasn't going to walk down there, but she probably was like 3 blocks from the W. And then make a right. So make the right, that's another block. So 3 to 5 blocks. And a block in DC is, each block I think is like, it might be a quarter of a mile, it might be less. I'm not sure. So it's a walk. So she would have to walk down there, or left down there. So she probably was gonna come down there. But he said she should have came over to the W. But what he should have said is, "Hey, you and your friends one night should come over to the W." So he should have been clear, or he should have. He DM'd her story, but I don't know, like if he replied to the story as a DM, or he could have commented on the story, "Hey, you guys should come down to the W," and I sent a DM. So now we're gonna get to the cultural difference. So you have Giselle, who's a black woman, who fathers a civil rights guy, and whatever. So you got that, stewing. And then you have Chris, who's a white guy, and culturally how black people interact and how white people may interact. It might be some differences, right? When you have a marriage and the women's supposed to be friends and things like that, it might be a difference. So this is just my personal opinion. So what Giselle was saying is, I felt he crossed the line because he I guess they were alone in a room, and his approach was inappropriate to her, which Candace could have respected. So I just saw it as a cultural difference as to how the way Chris is kind of handling himself. And I'm speculating here. And I think that's where the difference is. So Chris may or may not, I don't know if he was a sneaky link, as Giselle put it, but I think he was just coming over there and, trying to hold a conversation and in his mind. And he was, just talking to her about Kent. But the fact of the matter is that Giselle can't remember the conversation means the conversation was really about nothing. Right? So that's Chris' view and Candace's view. And Candace kind of like tried to express where Chris was coming from, because she probably knows Chris better than we know Chris, right? Giselle's view is from a woman. She's a black woman. Men probably come on to her, and she's been in that situation. Right? Alone in a room, Bug walking there, you little fine thing over there, how you doing? Oh, I just wanted to talk to you, and I made her uncomfortable. Right? I was 100 feet away from him, but we was in there alone. She, she know me, but she don't know me. I mean, she doesn't know me, but I'm just saying this, and he made her uncomfortable. So she's within her right to say that. Now the kicker is, during this episode, Ashley just ran a bus over Michael Darby. Inappropriateness. She said, this called the producer in there, say, Mike, if you want somebody to, I just can't remember exact words, I'm sorry, but if you want somebody to embarrass on TV, that's Michael Darby's lane. He's the one over there inappropriately doing things. And I'm paraphrasing. And she basically said on her husband that she was tearing up, because she saw it was coming. So, but this comes with the show. This comes when you sign your soul to Bravo. The narrative can go any way, and you got to deal with it. So we're gonna watch how Chris handles this. I mean, he's been set up twice, like fast. I mean, not even getting the air break. A couple of episodes in between. Like I think was it all in the same episode? Fast. At least Mike. I think Mike. They spread them out, right? They didn't do them like that over the season. Chris been set up fast, so it's gonna be a wild ride this season, with these perceptions right now. I mean, I think even during the episode, Robin said she didn't see a problem with it when the discussion came up, but Giselle still within her right to say, hey, basically what she's just trying to say is, and look at it from her side. Well, people could, the press, they could say we was in a room alone, and then it's over here on Bug News that Chris over there was in the room with Giselle alone, or wherever, and that may not have been the case. So this is Bug News. Please like, share, subscribe, and please comment and hit that notification. Thank you very much.